Holy cow.
Holy cow.
Holy cow.
You're...
Bro, I've got nothing packed for tomorrow.
and you have to. I feel so bad, man. You gotta leave so early.
You should come up to me. I don't know why. I don't know why I'm coming to you.
And then I'd have to leave right now. There's no way my raggedy old truck would make it up there. I'd have to, and I'd have like my
just
kayak
stop every like 30
life.
minutes. Yeah, just stop every 30 minutes.
So every while I'll stop at.
So aside from the chaos in my life, how's your day been going?
I don't really even know. Like I came home, my little one was sick. Like she ended up passing out on my chest, and so I laid her down, and I started to get this massive headache. So I closed my eyes. The next thing I know, Amanda's like, "Hey, I'm going to my mom's." I'm like, "It's 8:00 at night," and I'm like, "Yeah, oh." And then I had like 30 messages from you. I mean, everybody's freaking hitting me up. Like, I don't know what's going on, dude. Twilight Zone today,
dude.
Twilight.
No, and I'm not excited about earlier. I'm not excited about this stuff at all.
What stuff?
Get a sale for tomorrow.
Yeah, it's gonna be windy.
Like how windy? What kind of wind are we talking about?
Like the kind that blows.
Well, like let's be real. Let's see here.
I think. I mean, we're probably looking around like the gusts. Gusts.
It's saying 10 to 20 constant.
Yeah, we definitely should go to the creek.
That's not real.
Listen,
not real.
35 mile an hour. Okay,
it's saying east northeast, 19 miles an hour, 15 to 25 all day. What's that mean for us?
That means don't worry. Joe's got you covered.
35. Brian, get out of here.
Did you see?
No, I don't have time for phone calls right now.
Ain't no 35. Ain't no 35 tomorrow. We'll be okay. We got a lot of stuff planned tomorrow, guys. We're gonna be throwing around some of these guys and some stuff.
What was that one in your right hand?
No, this is the precursor to the Spro, in my opinion. Shout out to Spro though; they make a good kicking frog. But this is the Molix.
Oh,
have you ever thrown this guy?
I've never. No,
dude, it's pretty. It's not like elasticy, but this stuff ain't breaking, dude.
I like it.
Yeah.
See, I feel like that was. Dear God, Dave, PG-13 today. PG-13.
We got to throw it up there though because that was hilarious. No, I'm just glad you're alive, Andrew. You had me concerned there for a minute. Your camera was doing weird things. I thought you had a camera this entire, like for a year and a half of our lives.
Well, no, I did. Then I went back to this camera because it just made more sense.
Ease of use, right?
Well, I didn't have space in the garage. So it's like.
Well, positive note, I didn't even know the difference.
I know the difference.
Well, yeah, you know the difference. There's not a big camera behind your computer.
But if I had that camera right now, you wouldn't even see all the paint cans. It'd be blurry.
That's the best part about your background is the paint cans, and then the two, like the jack-o'-lantern and the Frankenstein.
Yes.
And what is that?
What is what?
What is the blue and the red? Is that flowers? Yeah,
they're like 4th of July stuff.
It's good old 4th of July flowers. I want one now. Like I feel like I've seen them my whole life, and now I want one. I cannot find one. Bring that tomorrow. I got an idea.
So we've got a cool guest. Somebody that we've never talked to before on here, and I a while back met him at where's Jack at? He's coming. Jack's coming. So you got people waiting for you, Jack. We're going to get
you. They want you.
Yeah, no, but Jesus Lord, I'm never going to live that down. I'm never going to live that down.
What's going on with DJ?
I met him at this. He was at like a church youth group / camping trip overnight. But I'll let him talk about that. But I say we go ahead and get him in here.
Wait a minute, we can't. We're not pumped up enough yet.
Things you let me see.
How does that make you feel, Jack? How does that commercial right there make you feel?
Pretty good for bass fishing. I don't know.
I like it.
It pumps me up every time, man. It
Oh, yeah.
actually makes me jealous that I'm not doing that at the current moment. But
You look very majestic.
Thank you.
dude, it looks very clean. Like he's got good lighting coming from like the right side.
I don't know. I mean, it's just I'm sitting on my porch, man. There's just one fan light, and that's it.
I like it. It
I'm in my
sets the
kitchen.
mood.
Yeah,
It
he's
makes you feel mysterious, right? Like we know
Okay.
you can fish, judging by the jersey, but there's a lot about you we don't know.
and
So, with that being said, why don't you tell us about yourself? Who are you? What do you do? Where are you from? All the good stuff.
I'm Jack Hoblick. I'm 16 years old. I got Angler of the Year this year in a small team sports association fishing tournament series. I'm from DeLand, Florida. I've worked really hard this year. I will admit that. It takes a lot of consistency to get up to the top. This is actually my second time actually getting Angler of the Year. Last year I was really close. I was only like 1 point away from getting it. I was kind of mad,
gosh, dude.
but it's all right. I'm striving to get it for next year too. But I worked hard this season and fished. I learned a lot of new things this year. A lot that has helped me. I did a lot more research, understood fishing a lot more, and all the patterns within it. But
Nice.
What got you started? Like, what kicked Jack off into the fishing world?
I think probably my grandpa and like just my family in general, because all we do is fishing. I mean, every time I get home from school, every time I can get on the kayak or drawn boat, I'll just go out there, fish for like an hour till dark, and just try new baits or try something new. Because I live on a lake actually, so I have kind of a little advantage, as my friend would say.
He lives on a good lake.
I've actually caught some really big giant ones out here too.
No, like a good Go ahead and brag a little bit, man.
I mean,
talk to me now.
I mean, my PB out here is almost 14 and a half, almost 15.
I quit fishing.
Right?
I can't do it no more. I'm 33. I've yet to break the 10.
Yeah, we caught some big ones out here. I've caught, I think last year or 2 years ago, I would discover what a chatterbait was, and I couldn't stop throwing it because I was throwing it out here, and I think every time I go out here, I'd either miss like a 7+ pounder every time. I don't know what it was. It was just that 1 year they're just on it, and ever since then I've been throwing a chatterbait, and it's been doing me good. Everything, but
is that a public lake?
No, it's private.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna get on it.
I was getting nervous.
I know where it's at. I'm gonna sneak through the woods somewhere.
He's like,
yeah, you'll find something.
No. So tell us about your year. I mean, Angler of the Year in anything is not a small feat. You don't have to chalk it down to a small team sport fishing association tournament. Like you did good, man. You need to be proud of yourself.
Yeah, no, I think we had a total of almost 9 tournaments this year. We started off at Whitehair in DeLand. I don't really remember that. I think that tournament I did place in that one. I think out of the whole season, I didn't place in 2 tournaments, and if I didn't place, I was either in 6th or 7th place.
Nice.
I won the Butler chain this year. I threw a spinnerbait basically the whole day because it's crystal clear water, and I was fishing probably, I don't know, 12 to 15 foot of deep hydraulic grass, just rolling it over the edge.
Nice.
And I got a good kicker. It was about 7.5 pounder. And then I fished Lake Monroe. That was a good tournament that year. I didn't catch many fish that day, but I did good. I think I placed 2nd or 3rd place because I got about an 8.5, almost 9 pounder. And that put me, and I'll get big bass this year as well in our club. Then I didn't do so hot this year in Harris as I did last year. Actually, last year I won it out of Hickory Point. And me and my buddy, he beat me by like 8 ounces for a big bass. It was like a 7, almost 8 pounder. And I do pretty good in the river. I've known it since my whole life. I've actually discovered a lot more this year on some of the new spots. I've fished. Let me think. Kissimmee chain. I should have done better. I know what I'm going to do next year. I've done good out there prior to that. We usually have this tournament. It's called the Tony Strickland. And it's a memorial tournament for Tony Strickland, the founder of our club, because he passed away in a boating accident on Lake Eustis, I believe. And it's just like it's not related with the club. I mean, it is, but it's not like for points. It's for like volunteer hours and stuff. But you can fish it, and there is a cash money prize for that tournament. But a couple years before that, I did decent with like I don't know 30, maybe 45 minutes left, and pulled in 8.5, almost 9-pounder on a swim bait gambler. Big Easy. It was the Houdini color.
You
And
hit every number except like 1 and 2-pounder. So
yeah, I mean, I'll have those here and there, but I like to try to cull those out pretty quick.
no,
But
that's awesome.
yeah, I'll do good in most of those tournaments. Monroe, it can be a hit or miss. It just depends. All the eelgrass and stuff has been gone out of that lake, so it's pretty tough for them to find them in like the cover. But usually like bogey whips and pads up shallow usually does the trick. But stuff like that.
Dang it, man. So you mentioned volunteer hours. Does the TSA allot for that?
Yes. So we actually have to have 2 requirements for community service hours. We have a river cleanup, which we actually had last tournament out of Whitehair. So we like go around and try to like clean up the river with any trash in the parking lot. To just make sure that we don't get anything like any needles or anything that could harm us. We just make sure we have gloves and everything's safe.
Yeah.
And then the other tournament for our community service as well. If you participate in the tournament, that counts as your volunteer hours.
Oh, dang. That's pretty awesome.
Dude, I wish I can catch like those fish in my little tournaments I fish. It's so depressing.
Yeah, it takes practice.
What is your thought process going into these tournaments? What I mean, do you just go giant hunting the whole day, or do you
Not
try to
really.
get the limit and then call them out? Or
It depends. I mean, if I know that I can catch fish that day, I'm gonna at least try to get a decent limit in the morning because I usually try to go for that early morning like moving bait bite, like a trap or like a top water. Try to get a bigger fish in the morning, and hopefully just like pick off like a decent limit with like 1 to 2 pounders, and then as the day goes on, progressively, possibly like try to use like a bigger bait like a magnum worm, or y'all's bass assassin lures.
He's got the RSB worms.
Yeah, the RSB worms.
oh,
And
he's got the juice. It all makes sense now.
yeah, but I'll use that, and then usually during like the last like I don't know 1 to 2 hours, I'll possibly like flip or just try to like get a bigger bite and try to get a decent kicker. But I usually just have the mentality of I need to get at least a decent limit to have a good shot, but at least place in the top 10 to 8 to at least keep my spot and progressively move forward as the season goes on.
Have you ever heard the statement, if you ain't first, you're last?
Agreed.
Okay. I'm just making sure.
Yeah.
You know, I'm extremely interested in what the future holds for you. Have you put any thought into that? You know, are you wanting to go into the college stuff or?
I've wanted to go into college. I just didn't know the right path to get into it.
Mm-hmm.
I've always like watched like the MLF series and the Big Bat or Elite series, and always wondered like how they always got there. How are they like so good and like consistent through everything? And I always like watch their terms to try to learn from new things. I've never fished out of Florida really for bass, so that'd be a new thing for me to do.
Mm-hmm.
But like people like John Cox, he's actually in my tournament series, and Keith Carson, and I get to see them and like learn from them and all of that.
No, you got a good crew. Thomas
You're in a
Altoric,
good spot, yeah.
you're a good one.
Yeah, Thomas Altork too. Yeah.
Yeah. No,
Yeah,
so
damn, dude.
he's got all the keys, man.
Dude, and you're only 16. I mean, you speak very well too. I mean,
Thank
man,
you.
I can see heavy potential within you, my friend, for sure.
Super slow and poised, which is important. Very important.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, he keeps us cool, unlike some people.
Mm-hmm.
I was
Yeah, I
angry.
mean, all I do is
angry.
Yeah,
I'm okay.
I mean, I just sleep, breathe, and eat fishing, so that's all I do.
Same.
Man.
But,
No, Max would be a great one to talk to about this.
This guy right here, Max, dude. He's
follow
a cool dude.
this kid on Instagram and make sure you check him out. Send him some
All right.
pointers.
Yeah.
Max is good. He's going to get it. I'll make sure he gets a hold of you.
Yeah, we'll get you guys in touch. Max Manus is doing good stuff right now too. Dude, do they not parallel each other just like in different ages right now? It seems like.
Yeah, Max is very meticulous. He's an extremely meticulous angler, and
cool.
will fish when it's miserable outside.
Yeah,
I feel
you
like
know.
those type of days are just the best days though, because that's how it was whenever I was fishing that Butler chain. I think it was blowing probably almost 20-mile-an-hour winds. It was white capping out there, and funny thing is, all these people out here in the tournament series with their big bass boats and going like 100 miles an hour going past us. I'm in a little flats boat and still beating them. It's pretty
Nice.
fun. My
Max,
goal though is hopefully in the college circuit just use a bass or a flats boat and still beat them. Be pretty cool.
You should
Max
totally
is in a
do
flats
that, bro.
boat right now. Max
Yeah.
Max fishes a flats boat in the series that he fishes.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah,
Dude, you
I
should
feel like
totally-
you have an
he's
advantage
originally a
for
saltwater
it.
guy. Flats boat. What was that? What'd you say?
I was saying I feel like I have like an advantage though going in like shallow water, especially during bedding season, because we
100%.
like used a push pole and like a
I was
semi
gonna say,
chain,
y'all get
and
up
so
on
we
the
could get up in there and be quiet instead of using our trolling motor or blowing through it and scaring all the fish away, possibly getting more like bites because of that.
Yeah. See,
Yeah.
Max fished the entire college series in a flats boat.
That's cool.
Yep. Yeah, I started bass fishing out of a flats boat. I didn't know, right from left when I moved up. I grew up in Miami down south, close to the Keys, so I did a lot of saltwater fishing and stuff like that. And then come up here, I just, started bass fishing. There's nothing else to do in Central Florida, so
Yeah.
I had to get used to bass boats. I'm a flats boat guy at heart. Yeah, he's fishing the BFLs in a flats boat, dude. It's so funny. Like they even fish the same kind of boat.
Yeah. No, Jack. Let me tell you something about Max. Let me tell you something about Max. I went out with him. I met him out at Griffin off Harris Chain, and I go to get in the boat. I'm like, where do I go? Because his flats boat, he's got the center console, and then on one side you can walk, but on the other side it was like 75 rods. there was so
That's
many
how I
rods
am.
on the side of his boat. How many rods do you roll when you go fish a tournament?
I think I try to average about 6 to 7 rods because I usually like to have 2 or 3 braid rods, one for flipping, one for a trap in the morning, and one for heavy cover and like for like a squirm or like a weighted Cinco and like pads. But usually either fluorocarbon or mono for the rest because I feel like I get more bites, and also you can lay the hook better in them because I feel like on braid sometimes you set the hook but it kind of like pops it too hard, and you can also break your line easier. But it's a hit or miss, and depending on what you're fishing.
Do you hear this kid?
He's blowing my mind.
Dude, I'm a
He's
learner.
only 16.
Mm-hmm.
Are
Dude,
you
should
still going to take me fishing on Sunday?
I think so.
Oh God, I hope so.
He needs it.
My dad went out today and didn't look too hot, but I don't know. He didn't go with me, so that's probably why.
Oh my gosh.
Dang.
Never
So
know.
he's ready. He's
Right
ready.
there.
Let's get him hooked up and let's get him
What
like a
What
bass
pound
catch.
braid are you throwing?
He was throwing a top water, an egg rig. He didn't throw a trap, I don't think. It's a little like it's kind of like it's not underspin, but it's not a spinner bait. It's like a jig head with like a big blade on the top. It's almost like a Colorado blade on top, but nothing on that either. I'll catch him on that though.
Right on.
But
What pound braid are you throwing on your rods?
So I know like some people they'll be like, oh yeah, you need to throw like 65-pound braid for like frogs or for all of those type of things. But I just stick between 30 to 40, and if for like flipping and frog fishing and like heavy worm. But if not, then I'll fish like I'll even fish like 10-pound braid. I'll give it to you like for like finesse fishing. Like if I'm skipping docks and Harris, I'll be doing that, or I'll even just fish like in the tournament a couple years ago. I caught all my fish on 4-pound test. I'll just do that. That's my little trick. If I can't do it, I'll fish 4-pound test and just finesse them. But I mean that's usually what I'll do. And then for fluoro mono, I usually stick between like 12 to 17. But my magic number is 14.
Yeah, 4-pound test. But I need to be throwing it all the time apparently because I ain't catching nothing.
What are you throwing 4-pound test on?
A little ultralight. So it's like a little spinning rod with just like a little tiny spinning rod.
Yeah, a little 1,000. Yeah.
Yeah, not even, just tinier than that. Just tiny. Yeah.
Like a 500?
Probably, yeah.
Like a 138? Like how small are we getting here?
I don't know.
Like a Snoopy rod? Are you fishing with a Snoopy pole?
No,
Are you fishing with?
I'm fishing with cane poles.
Oh yeah, that's why I knew it.
Yo, you make fun of that. You heard about that tournament on St. John's, the crappie tournament, didn't you?
I know those things. That dude won it on a cane pole out at Highland Park.
They had no reels in the boat. They had no electronics. They were in a John boat. Like
against like the best in the world.
That's another thing. I don't use electronics. I haven't used a single piece of electronics in any of my tournaments.
What?
I haven't ever used electronics in a tournament.
I like that. I couldn't even tell you what I'm reading.
I know. I mean, I've seen it. It's
the
cool,
water.
But I just feel like it like kind of like takes it away to like not understand like what you're seeing visually. Because I mean, like you can see it obviously, but I feel like it's a lot harder and more challenging to not use it.
Man.
What? I don't even know what to say at this point. Like, what the hell is going on?
He's not in his era. Like he's
no, dude. You are
further ahead.
You are ready, dude. You are pro ready, my friend.
You're almost at my level, man. Like I'm just letting you know.
Oh, he is beyond your level, my friend, and possibly mine, possibly ours combined.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm not even in the same like book building world. No.
Chapter. No, anything.
No, this is
holy
this
smokes, dude.
Man.
Mm-hmm.
Good Lord.
Where are you going to go to school?
I go to Taylor Middle High School in Pearson, Florida.
Well, I know that.
Do you have a college you
want to go to?
Where do I want to go? I'd like to go to University of Florida. I know it's hard to get into. I'm not really sure of other college teams. I'd have to do more research on it. But that's my favorite college to go to if I could.
For fishing specifically, or the academics, or a program that they have for you as well?
I mean, I'd like to get into like marine biology or like aquatic biology.
Oh yeah, you should go there.
Stuff like that. But that's why I like marine biology there for sure.
I need to hook you up with Justin Ritchie. Justin Ritchie is all about marine biology. He's the marketing guy for
Salt Strong. Man.
Salt Strong.
Oh, okay.
He's a good friend, and no, he would point you in the right direction. But also, so you go to school in Pearson. Are you familiar with Sudsy Bear?
Yeah, actually, my isn't it the Harpers that own it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my friend Luke Harper. He's one of my buddies.
Brother. Yeah.
I was actually talking about that today. I was like, I feel like I seen that today, and he showed me a picture. I was like, oh wait, yeah, I know that.
Listen, he's another guy that you might want to talk to about UF. Not Luke, but Jacob.
Yeah.
Have Luke pin him down. Jake was talking trash about Luke today, but I ain't gonna say it.
But you can't just start it up and then drop it, man.
I like to leave it right there, just to leave the mystery of what was said.
Very mysterious. You're in a mysterious mood today.
Great guy that runs the team. They're smaller, but they.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, we got to get you in contact with Max, Jack. I mean, I think he can give you some ideas and some guidance too. I mean, at least give you a true, like, recent, experience of what he went through. You know what I mean? To get to where he's going.
No, what I would like to do too is, like you guys have those gatherings for the TSA where John Cox or Keith or they'll come out and talk. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So it's like I feel like we could do a similar thing. I would love to get Max you guys connected, because I feel like you could learn a lot. And
we've actually had some speakers. Like that's what we try to look for during our meetings is people that like know the chain of lakes around us. Mm-hmm. Just like any information on fishing, because all the kids love it. Because I mean, next year is my last year of the club, sadly. But I've been doing the club since 6th grade, so almost 6 years now.
Wow.
And, yeah. And the first year, actually, I almost made it to States. I was in like 15th place, and the cutoffs was 14th. So close.
Dang.
But I don't know. And my brother, actually, he used to fish the series, but I surprisingly done better. I don't know how. But, I mean, he had some hard people he was fishing with. But
is there a family competition between you guys?
Just a little bit. I mean, whenever we go out fishing, we always have like a little tournament. We usually do like first, most, and biggest. Of course, I sometimes win most of the time.
Yeah.
My dad gets a break here and there, but
Dang,
I always catch up.
man.
Dude, I'm just so not. I was not prepared for like the quality of angler.
You didn't know
person
this
you
was
are.
coming. I didn't tell him anything about you.
Like, no offense, man. I'm just taken back, man. Like it shows the maturity and that you've been putting in the work, dude. The way you speak
Thank you.
and the things you talk about and how you talk about it, it's on some other level stuff. You know, you can tell you're just not a weekend angler and you really put some time and some effort into your craft, man. And it's playing off for you, man. Congrats, dude. 2-time angler of the year, killing the game,
Yeah.
beating his dad and his brothers and Sudsy Bears and us. And good Lord, dude.
It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. I actually picked up the new hats from Sudsy Bear today.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. So my son, he's in 6th grade at Taylor.
Oh, okay.
He's a little booger, dude. If you see him, just push him into a locker. No. So I stop in and see Jacob every now and again, and we're going. That's one of the reasons I'm going down south to see Joe tomorrow. Is we do some photography stuff for him. Get soaps all situated and
Gotcha.
new hats. We may not look like much on this, but we're models, man.
Yeah, we make ourselves.
yeah.
We look way cooler than we actually are. We are a mess. Don't let the photos. Don't let Instagram fool anybody, guys. It's all camera work. I'm telling you.
No, dude. So two things you got to do for me. One, don't stop whatever you're doing because it's really working for you. But 2, document it, man. You get a camera, start a YouTube, something.
Yeah. Do you have what's your social right now? Do you have an Instagram or anything you want to give a shout out to? Or?
I just have an Instagram at the moment. I always wanted to start up a YouTube channel, but I never really put 2 and 2 together. But
You need to.
I'll have to put it for sure in an option.
What is it, Jack?
I think it's like Jack H68413, something like that.
Something like that.
Oh, we got to get his name switched out too.
I made that account way long ago. I'll probably make it.
That nobody will follow you. That's a bot, man.
Oh, I know, right?
I'm just playing.
I'm just playing. Like
as soon as I see numbers in somebody's Instagram, bot, no.
Yeah. I'll probably make a new one here and just fix it.
Yeah, 68413.
You could rename your account to Andrew's protege. Okay. No, I wouldn't do that either. You'll get unfollowed quicker than anything.
Don't do that. No, but dude, to definitely keep doing what you're doing. It is. That being said, it's awesome to document all of this, but it's a whole nother creature to do it. To fish and be able to focus on doing that too. I mean, it can become a lot.
The kid out from Tampa, Christian Greco, he does really well at documenting everything, and he more or less just lets life record. Because what's going to happen is you're going to find this happy medium where you might feel like you need to fish for the video, and that's going to cause you to put the video first. You need to fish for fun and capture everything along the way.
I gotcha.
It all boils down to you don't have to have all the other stuff, dude. Like the iPhone. If you knew how many commercials and stuff were filmed on an iPhone, you'd blow your freaking mind. You know what I mean? Get you a GoPro 10 and call it a day. A couple batteries, and you can ride out all day long and create something cool. I'd love to help you too if you ever want to do anything like that. I'd love to come up with Andrew maybe and just get something figured out.
Now let's talk about Sunday for a second, because I'm looking at something. It says that it's possibly going to be partly cloudy, 13-mile-an-hour winds. So that's not too bad.
That's solid. That's actually sounds like great conditions. Is it cold?
I don't think so.
No, it's going to be in the.
So if it's partly cloudy, 13-mile-an-hour, probably fishing some schoolies in the morning. That's what my thing would be probably. Hopefully my spot would be calm. If one of my spots is calm, go there first. If not, try to go the other one, depending on what it is. I'd like to get some in Hayden. I know you're calling me crazy for it, but it's worth it. It's fun. You just sit there on the 4-pound test with a little tiny circle hook. They don't last. It's like bass candy. You throw it out there, and they just come up and blow up on it. And they're good ones too. They ain't tiny, and you also catch some stripers out there or sunshine bass. But
Yeah.
actually, at one of my spots, there's a new record caught. I think it was 22.5 pound striper. Yeah,
How far
I've
from
never heard
Whitehair?
of that. Is huge.
How far from Whitehair do you go?
It depends. I usually don't go out of Whitehair. I usually go to Astor, but the bait right now is at the Whitehair Bridge.
Okay.
Just casting in the morning at the light there, and you get a boat full within 2 casts, not even. But it's probably maybe a 15, 20-minute run up the river.
Have you ever caught redfish on the river?
I haven't, but I know where to go for them now. Because
Yeah.
there's a place north of Lake George. It's called Georgetown.
Mhm.
And there's a river. It's called the Ocklawaha River by Willaca.
Mhm.
And there's also, like, right before it, there's this place called Croker Hole. And you catch a bunch of stripers. You can actually catch them on live shrimp with a split shot on the bottom with stripers. It's pretty cool. I know.
Shrimp
And
run
at
heavy
the
through the river.
yeah, and at the entrance, I guess supposedly my dad was telling me that some people caught some redfish, like overslot redfish, at the opening of the Ocklawaha there. It's pretty cool.
No, Ryan, Jack's down by me, DeLand area.
Yeah. There's Max right there catching
Dunn's
redfish
Creek,
and flounder. Yeah.
Dunn's Creek. Have you ever
Yeah, and
fished?
I also do saltwater fishing too.
Yeah, you're like a miniature Max. Don't take that the wrong way. It's not a
No,
bad thing.
It's a positive. Yeah. Like I'm
Yeah.
I'm so skewed right now on what's going on. Like it's freaking me out, dude.
Yeah.
It's freaking me out. You guys both fish in flats boats. Max is over here professionally fishing damn near in a flats boat. I have a feeling you're just gonna work your way up, and I feel like you're gonna do it through college in a flats boat.
I hope
And
so.
like cameras are gonna be on you for that. I have a feeling. I don't know. I feel it in my soul, Andrew. This guy's gonna be so.
No, Ryan, we are talking about redfish in the St. John's, but there's a lot of them caught south of Lake George as well.
Hey, and if you're ever in the Cape area, man, stop on the Big Boys Bait and Tackle, Sea Turtle, and he'll hook you up, man. He's got some pretty sweet peacock bass holes over in the Cape. So
yeah, we'll fish kind of close to there, like once or twice down in Mosquito Lagoon, kind of close to there. A couple years back, I went there with my brother. We found them in the I forget what the canal's called right
That's
there.
a different Cape.
Oh, you're talking about Cape Canaveral?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Down there.
Yeah, no, this guy's in
Cape Coral.
Cape Coral.
It's southwest.
South.
Yeah,
what would you say? What would you call that? Like Port Charlotte area?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, somewhere around there. But yeah, they're there too. And stop on the Big Boys. Tell them Andrew and Joe from NextFish sent you, and they'll hook you up and get you right, man. Have you ever caught any peacock bass?
Nah, I've never.
Do you want to?
Well, obviously.
Okay. Get that flats boat down this way. I have the spots, my friend.
No, dude.
Right.
No. We need to take the kayaks. We'll throw them up on the truck and we'll meet you down there.
I got a kayak, so I mean, I'm down.
Oh, dude, bring the kayak. It's so much more fun.
Well,
And
hopefully I win the one in States next week, so I don't know. Yeah, that's what the prize is every year. Is I think it's like $1,000 kayak.
What's the brand?
I don't know what the brand is actually. They told us, but I can't remember.
Man, that's awesome though.
Dude, I hope you win. That'd be super cool, man.
I hope so. I've really wanted to win States every year. Last year, I was really close. I got third, but I was off. The first day, I only caught 4 fish. If I caught that 5th fish the second day or the first day, I would have won the tournament because I lost by like a pound.
Dang.
Yeah, because the last day, I was slipping on some shoreline with like some wood, whatever, and all of a sudden I just felt thump. I'm like, oh, here we go. And it's like right next to the boat ramp. I set the hook, my rod came up, and then it just went back down. I'm like, oh, that's a good one. He was stuck in a tree. He was just hanging from a tree, just flopping around. Probably about a 6-pounder. That's what put me up there.
Dang, man.
Yeah, I got real lucky.
So this is what I'm thinking. When is your state event?
It's April 30th and May 1st. So I believe next Saturday and Sunday.
Okay. I want you to give us an update on that.
Yes.
All right.
Reach out to either me or Andrew or just the NextFish account. We both kind of manage it. So.
Yeah, no, we'll find you.
Hey, but Ryan, listen, I thought the same thing. I know there's a little prove it about the size of peacocks down in Cape Coral. They are that big down there. I haven't caught one, Ryan. I've seen some big ones though, for sure. Not on the scale, but they got some weight on them. They've only been there a few years, but they got some weight on them. But Jack, man, dude, I wish you the best on your tournament, dude. And
Thank you.
please teach Andrew something about catching fish. I'm gonna try my best to
I'll
show him how
try.
to throw a frog tomorrow. And I got a cool little spot I discovered that has some pretty sweet frog bites going on in there right now. So
yeah, frog bite's not doing too bad in my lake right now.
No, I feel like it just kind of came out of nowhere too. I wasn't expecting it just yet, but it's here, I believe.
What's the best time of year to fish your lake?
Right now,
like the secret lake, like the magic garden, like the secret garden lake.
I think February to late April, early May. But actually, I have a lake down the road as well, and it's crystal clear. Like, I mean, it's pretty clear. It's not as clear as Butler Chain if you've ever fished it, but it can be pretty clear. And I've caught some good ones out there. I caught one almost 13, 14 pounds on a bed out there. And usually out there, you only catch them. They're like this big. They aren't very big. But I mean, out there you catch, I've almost caught 100 bass out there one day. Just every cat. This is crazy.
That's insane.
But that's definitely a summertime bite out there for sure. But this is probably my favorite time of year to fish because they're eating on that shad spawn and they're hungry because they're after the bed season. After laying their eggs, they're out deep, just smashing. So
hungry.
Do me a favor and text me like 3 or 4 baits that I need to bring on Sunday.
All right.
And
I got plenty of them. So if you need something, I got you.
See,
he needs it all.
I feel like you could adopt me. Okay.
Please, someone take care of him. He's a lot to handle. He is up for adoption. On my Instagram, I'll put the paperwork and the information of Andrew, what he requires, and his favorite color and favorite snacks you can pack for him for his lunch.
No, I don't know if you guys follow Tavin Dillard at all. Yeah. He just released a shirt called the No Pro, and it's a bass, and it says No Pro in the middle, but underneath it says I bring the snacks. That's me.
That's funny.
I'm confident. Sure. I'm going to literally buying it tonight. Thanks for wasting my money.
No, Jack, man, I appreciate you joining us. It's awesome to see what you got going on, and I can't wait to hear back after your championship, and I'm excited. I'm looking forward to this weekend though, 100%.
All right. Yeah, I'll make sure check with my dad just to make sure everything's all right, and I'll hit you up and tell you now.
Yes, 100%.
Awesome. Thank you, Jack. I appreciate your time tonight, bud. You have a good one, and I'm sure I'll hear about the stories come Monday morning.
Sure.
So, all right. Take care, bud. Thanks for your time.
All right. See you.
Bud.
All right. Peace. What the heck, bro?
Right? No. How cool is that, though?
It's cool, but I'm also like mad that I didn't have that when I was growing up. Like there was nothing for kids for fishing when I was a kid.
Dude, you want to hear something messed up? I had it. I grew up on a farm, a 140-acre farm with a creek called Deep Creek that ran up alongside of it, and plenty of places to camp on the side of it. But then my dad also dug out 7 ponds in the middle of the track, and all the time. And you know, when I was that young, and all my friends are like doing this, doing that, all sorts of stuff. Yeah, it's a fact.
I'm just sitting here like I was not expecting that. Like
Ryan,
generally we're giving like life advice.
Yeah, no, Ryan deadass wants to know about these peacocks.
He is upset about the peacocks. Hold on. Where did you send them, Turtle? On Instagram or? Oh, here we go. Oh.
Hold it up. 2 pounds. No, I'm just playing.
Oh, shit. Hold on. A peacock bass is a weird. Ryan, I know what you're saying. That they're a weird fish. I like how Max like so. Whenever I'm just going to shut up and go catch these fish and actually see what they weigh. No, but they're a weird fish, man. They're a lot.
They're dense.
They weigh weird. Like their dimensions are weird.
Mm-hmm.
You've caught them, right?
Yeah.
Like no, maybe nothing too crazy, but like you've caught them.
No, my biggest is about 5 or 6.
My biggest is 7.3.
Yeah.
But I caught a
Wow, I've
6
only-
pounder. Yeah, I've caught a 6 pound right on the dot, 6 pound on the boga. That was that looked
Mhm.
way bigger, dude. Like a 9. Like it looked giant. Like even my boss was like, that's like a 10. That's like the one. And it just 6 pounds, like on the boga. Like it was, and that's an expensive scale, you know.
Right.
Yeah, it's just hard, man. Like you'll see one and you're like, that's a 5, and you weigh it, it's like 2.25. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
But Kyle, do we just need to take the NextFish crew on like an excursion, and we need to like
I wish we had like the magic school bus and we could just all get in it.
load it with anglers for like 2 days, right? Oh man. Yeah, I can't make it, man. I wanted to go.
Next Sunday. Oh,
We're going on the freaking David Hernandez Saps trip though.
Yeah, no,
Whatever
like I'm
that's-
pushing it right now with Allison being so close to popping.
Yeah, Andrew's
I'm
on
not playing the cards
thin
right.
ice. On thin ice, but not like he's not going to die when it cracks, but it's like his life will change when it cracks.
Saps does have the magic school bus. We can run 13 deep in that.
13 deep.
Yeah,
How many fishing poles can we get in there?
bro. He's got an extra trailer he'll bring.
10,000 fishing poles. Oh, could you imagine the tangles we're going to have to fight with to get those poles out? We need a system for them poles. I'll be in charge of the poles,
Right.
and you be in charge of the G spot.
On that note, guys, thanks so much for tuning in. Make sure you follow Jack.
Yeah, cool.
We'll be
Dude,
back
guys.
next week with some shenanigans and all sorts of crazy stuff. But
Yeah,
really
bye.
appreciate all the new viewers. Majestic
Yeah.
J's on YouTube. There's a few others that I have not seen.
Yeah, everybody. We got the legends came in. We got Brian.
Yeah,
We got Jorge. Thanks for coming on, bro. DJ was here.
that's right.
Nothing but a G thing. We have Mr. Dave on here. Brian giving us false weather information. And, you know, it went down tonight. We got Fish Shizzle joining us. We got to reach back. Fish Shizzle, I haven't forgot about you guys if you're still watching. We've just been morphing at a rapid rate.
I don't know what we are anymore.
We don't even know what we are.
No, and in fact, we need to have a quick powwow. So,
All right. Yes, we do.
guys,
All right, guys. Until Tuesday, we out. Peace.
done, dunner.